Goodbye, viewers, and welcome to my farewell. That didn't come out at all how I imagined it. So, as many of you are already aware, I'm leaving YouTube, and really most of the internet. Even more specifically, most gaming, most all media. My reasons are one, at least they started out that way. By now, my reasons have grown. More on that in a bit. As for my number one reason, it's really just that I have to be honest with myself and admit that I do not possess the signal strength to focus on a full-time job, a full-time family, and a full-time hobby. Is there room for moderation? On my script here, I put absolutely, and yes, I actually wrote a script. But as I'm reading it, I want to say probably, maybe, likely. But I haven't been able to balance that out in a long while. It's just not how my brain works. So I need to refocus on what is important. I would not at all say that I'm a bad father, but certainly coming home, locking myself in my room so I can have enough time to make my videos, it's not going to win me any awards. There's a lot more detail there, but I want this to be a quick video. So if you have a question, ask it below, and I have no problem hashing it out down there. So on this quest to purge anything that is currently seen by me as a distraction of time better spent, I've come across many other great reasons to persevere in this quest. Oh boy, I'm me, if no one else. The short of it is, at this time, the internet is really collapsing in on itself, and I don't think I have to take a stance for you to really know what I'm talking about. I mean, if you exist on the internet, you know what I'm talking about. You have some groups trying to prevent this from happening by developing technologies that cannot be so easily controlled, and on the other end of the spectrum, you have groups of people that are trying to desperately discover any new methods of control that they could utilize. I'll be completely honest, it can be quite interesting at times to watch, but it's also incredibly disappointing that it's just the way it is. I'm more than willing to step back and let everything sort itself out. I have far better things to give my attention to. I just want to take the time to give a real, authentic thanks to anyone who has enjoyed my content, and even a bigger thanks to those of you that I see on a regular basis when I recognize your name, because you're taking the time to comment on my videos, and we actually have not elaborate discussions, and honestly a lot of that's me, but some semblance of a discussion. Making something that I know others have enjoyed has been incredibly worthwhile to me. And that's really the meat of what I want to say. So let's just finish this up with a small channel update. I think, honestly, the first channel update I've ever done on this channel. So Prey, at the time of recording, is still continuing to release. I did finish that game. We're up to episode 34. We are not up to episode 34. I'm up to episode 34. You're up to whatever's been released at this point. Episode 34 will be the last. That is due out October 20th. So you still have that coming for a while, assuming you're watching this video when it comes out. And Myst 4, I've planned on doing that after that game. And I did for a while. But I'm sorry to say, I got to a point that I just really felt like it wasn't worth continuing. I will have a separate video out about that later. I think I got to all but the last age, and in that video I'll give the details. I haven't really decided how I want to disseminate that information, but I'm assuming I'm just going to release what I do have, so those of you that want to at least see it up to that point can. After that, I'm all done. It is possible, I suppose, depending on the landscape of things on the internet as well as the landscape of things at home, that I could make some sort of return. But even imagining if I did that, I'm assuming I'm going to start completely over with something very different. I do have many playlists, some set up correctly, some not, so check those out. There are over 1,500 videos on my channel, so you shouldn't actually miss me for quite some time. If every one of those videos was 20 minutes long, that is 20.8 days worth of video. This is, of course, assuming you don't sleep and you actually want to watch every single video. Assuming on average each video took 25 minutes to record and 15 minutes to edit, and I think that's conservative, then you can conclude that I've clearly put some effort into my hobby. I enjoyed almost every moment of it, and I will miss it. I will miss it quite a lot. I was looking at some of my older videos, and there's emotion. Just, I don't know. I don't think I want to explain it. I don't think I want to try to. It's just looking back on, stuff from the past. There's a lot of memories there. It's weird. It's strange. That being that, I know all these topics, they were kind of grouped together. They maybe don't flow as well to one another. Maybe they do. I mentioned before, put the comments down below. We can discuss. I'm not erasing myself from existence. I'll probably clear out my Twitter. Don't really need it. I will be staying on Discord. If you want to stay in contact with me, what's the best way? I don't know. Post down below. We'll figure something out. If I know who you are, we'll try to find a way to make that work. If not, no promises. And so I guess I can only say one more thing. This has been bRanN. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.